Hey there, guys. Happy, excuse me, Wednesday. I'm going to show you guys today how I'm making those little resin charms with the wire because you guys are kind of interested in it, so I thought I would show you. And I did no prep. I didn't even clean my table. I did no prep because I'm just going to show you from start to finish because you guys have asked me to do that, how I come across things and do things and everything else. So we'll just go ahead and get started. I use this, well, there's a couple different wires that I use, but for the past few I've been using this. This is just craft wire, it's copper. You can use silver if you want, and this is 18 gauge. And I just cut maybe, I don't know, 8 to 12 inches or so. I'm going to do a 2-charm thing here. So I want 2 different shapes, and you can do organic shapes, which is just, you know, bending it your own way and however you want it. But I'm going to show you, I'm going to do like a teardrop shape because it's my favorite. So I'm using a cutter, and you take one side up. You only need maybe about 1 inch sticking up here, and wrap it around and then twist it while it's still on. You want this side to be pretty long, but twist it about 2 times around and then slip it off, and you have your shape. And then something that you can bead on, I do have a steel block, and then a mallet like this. You can pick these up pretty inexpensively. You do not want to use a metal hammer because it will break this. But just hold down the one side, and you're going to pound on the, first I'm going to clip this off, sorry. If I can find where I put all my stuff. Just going to clip off this excess here. Just clip that little tail off, but hold this part down and then just lightly pound this, both sides, until it lays flat. Now you want it to lay pretty flat because you're going to be pouring resin into here. So I'm going to put this to the side because I'm going to do a couple more. I will do, I like this shape also, and that shape, if you hang it with that, will look cool. So I'm going to do another one in this shape. So this is going to be the top where the thing is there. And then just make it sure it's about 1 inch or so up there. And then curve it around. And then as tightly as you can across there. And that one I did a little backwards, so I'm going to lay it this way. Oops. Clip that off with my hair clips. So it's flat. Okay. So next, I brought out a couple different things. These are just scrapbook papers. You can get them anywhere. I have a couple of different books, so I have a lot of them. And since I'm doing fall, these are 2-sided also. And they don't have to be 2-sided, but these happen to be 2-sided. And then this is just a jelly print sheet that I did. I was thinking that maybe I would combine something with this because I kind of like this one. Maybe something on here. Looks cute. I think I want to just do stripes. Maybe I'll do stripes and plaid. I kind of like that. Okay, so I'm just going to cut out a square. You're going to cut out obviously where you want the piece you want to use. So I'm going to cut out that. And then this one doesn't really matter, but I do kind of want that little piece right there. Then I have my sticky mat. If you guys haven't seen how I do this before in any of my other videos, this is a sticky mat that you use for like a Cricut machine, and it's actually 3/4 bigger than this because I cut quarters out of it so it fits in my resin under my UV light. But these work great, and I suggest you get one. So anyway, stick your papers on here. And then you're just going to decide where you're going to put these. So I'm going to put that right there. This is not as flat as it was. You need to be kind of careful with the part that's sticking out, because if it's bent down or anything like that, it will cause it to lift. So you want to make sure it's as flat as it can possibly be. And a lot of times it lifts because of this part right here. So just be kind of careful of that. Let me see. This one seems to be laying okay. I guess that's okay. A little bit is going to spill out when you do the resin, and that's just what's going to happen. Unless you do it. Oh, I am showing you one more thing. Sorry, guys. So I'm going to do just an organic shape. Another thing that I do, those little like dragonfly wing looking things. So now I have to take all this off. See, this is what happens when I don't plan ahead. All right. So the last little technique, those little dragonfly wing looking things. I'm just going to make an organic shape. It'll be the same kind of teardrop looking shape, but it won't be with an actual mold. So I'm just going to kind of bend it around. And I like to make them a little like longish looking. And then do the same exact thing, just like 2 times around. This part doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to wrap the rest. And I kind of like the messy look of it. The wrapping, that's just me. If you want it perfect, obviously go ahead and do it perfect, but I am not going to do it perfect. Lee. So with the little wings, you can stick them directly on here. These usually tend to work out even better than those because you don't get stuff all over the place. So let me put these back on here. How I want them. Okay. Like that. Okay. So I'm going to attempt to do this without my magnifying light, guys. We'll see how it turns out. So just pour your resin right in there, and then you're going to work it around to the sides just like you do with your pieces, your clay pieces, or whatever else you're working on. I think I got that one. Okay. And like I said, if it comes out the sides, that's okay. I'm going to show you how to take care of that later. Just work it all the way to the edge. And I think I got it. Okay. And so with this one that's just stuck on here, you're gonna do the same thing. And I was thinking it would be so cool. You know how sometimes you can find the like leaf skeletons where it's just like the leaf paper part is kind of gone, but you have the skeleton of the leaf left. It would be so cool. That would really look like a dragonfly wing. If you could put that just right underneath here, and I'm sure they probably sell those. I'll have to look for them. But you could do anything in this. You could put dried flowers, you could put glitter, you could put anything you want in there. So, but what I'm doing is got my handy dandy pastels, and I will make, see how that's all kind of coming out around there. I did use too much resin in that one, so that's probably one of the reasons it's doing that. So I'm going to take kind of the same colors as these, and I'm just going to shave it right into there. Little brown. It's got a little bit of green in it. And I'll do a light brown. Actually, this is kind of a mustardy color, I guess. But that's it. So I'm going to put them under the light for about, I don't know, 3-4 minutes. And then we'll take them out and check them out. Okay, I'm going to put you on pause while those are cooking up. I'll be right back. Okay, so these are out. As you can see, these are nice and shiny and lovely. And this one, not so much. You can see that. It's kind of dull looking, and that's just because of the pastels that I put in there. However, we're going to put another layer on top of this, and it's going to make it nice and bright and shiny. So we'll just cover that again in another thin layer. And it'll be nice and pretty. It'll come out like that. So I'm going to pop this in. And while that's going, we'll work on these. So, as you can see, there's some spillage over here. What we're going to do is we're going to cut all this off. Just cut all the way around. And you see there's all this left over at the top. We take our handy dandy little rotary tool, and I have my sander on here that's been working a lot lately. And this is going to slip and slide and everything else because for some reason it's not fitting on this thing. But we're going to grind all this off, and it's very easy actually. Just go all the way around, and I'm doing this blind so you guys can probably see better than me. I'll turn it up a little. Sorry about the noise if it's noisy, you guys. But just grind it right on up to the, right on up to your wire. And then you're going to turn the back over to get all that. Try not to get your wire in there. Although if you happen to snip your wire off, I will show you how to handle that. I'm going to really quickly just kind of try and get some of this off with my wires. There we go. Okay. So you can get it a little closer, like so. Now, you guys can resin the backs. I haven't been doing that, and I haven't needed to. They've been okay. But you can certainly do it. I think there's still a piece here. Make sure when you're doing the grinding part too, you're kind of at an angle towards the back and the bottom, so that you don't mar your wire like I just did there. So it still looks okay from the top. So after you've done that, I'm just going to take real quick a little bit of alcohol and kind of wipe the top of this off so it's a little shinier, so like that. So excuse me. Let me get some of this stuff out. So then I'm just going to wrap this kind of how I wrap everything. Several times this will snap off right when I bend it over, and then if that happens on any of these, I will show you what I do, which all I do is I take wire covers and I slip that off, and then I make it nice and round, and then I just go ahead and drill a hole there. So easy, easy. And if you want to just do that anyway, then that's fine. So I just wrap this as I wrap always. Just kind of hold it, wrap it around. That seems good. But you're covering that bottom part also there. And snip that off. And then you're just going to smush that down. Now, if you're going to layer these, how I'm going to layer these, you're going to want to really smush these wires down. Otherwise, it's going to be sticking out too far from the piece. And then another thing I do is I kind of bend this back a little bit. I mean, very slightly, so that when it hangs, it'll hang nicer. More nicely? Nicer. So that's how that's going to look. And I'll do this again here. Actually, let me do this first. So that one's done, and it's nice and shiny now. So since this is stuck on here, you're going to have to gently just kind of pull it away. Don't just come and start ripping this up, because there's a chance that it'll stick onto here. So just kind of lift it off from the back like that, and then pop it off. And then this is going to be a little bit sticky, and that's actually from the mat. So I just, a little bit of alcohol. Just do both sides. And then you can see, I think, oh, there's dust all over my phone. You can see how that looks. Let me get a piece of, here we go. It's a little yellow, and that is from the resin. You could find, oops, it's backwards. You can find, actually this one's pretty clear. I think it's the color that I put in there. So anyway, that's how that looks. And then you're just going to do the same thing with the wings. The way I do it is I bend it over to one side, and however big you want your hole to be, I go about a third of the way up, pull that around, and then just wrap so that you're covering that little piece. And again, like I said, I like these a little bit messy. And then snip it off. And flatten. And then flatten and flatten. So it's like that. Hope you can see. So yeah, it's pretty easy. I'll show you again how I do this one if you want to watch again. If not, then you can turn it off. But I'll do my housekeeping while I'm doing this. So, Happy Place Studio. The group's getting big, so it's great, and I want more people to join. So if you're already on Happy Place Studio, thank you, and tell your friends. If you're not on Happy Place Studio, then join us. I'll put a link in the description for you to join us, and feel free to show your stuff and to promote and to add your websites. If it looks like it's not like handmade stuff and it's just from, you know, China or something like that, I will take it off. But for the most part, everything stays. Right now on my site, all jewelry and the sprays at www.traysclay.com. Everything is 20% off through August. So anything you want, 20% off. Get on there. The promo code is capital A, capital U, capital G, 2022 for that. Sometimes you need to put this a little higher. And maybe wear a mask. I guess I should do some safety. Especially like if you have allergies or asthma or something like that. It's probably why I have a cough. I'm going to get a lot of comments about that remark. You can see it's kind of thick here, so just kind of go across that. Working without my magnifier, but that looks pretty good. I'll go through it again once I turn the camera off, but I'll show once again. So bend it over. None of these broke today. I wanted to show you guys how I do it, but I don't want to break one just for the heck of it. But It's pretty easy just to grind the top down. You're gonna, what you'll do is you'll snip it all the way down and then grind it so it's nice with that same sander that I just did. And then you'll just drill a hole just like you do with clay. So bend this over at a 90-degree angle and then flip that over and then turn your pliers up and then just wrap like that. That's it. Easy, easy, guys. And then smash, smash, smash. There you go. That's how you do them. They're so easy and they're so cute and they're so fun. Give it a try. Let me know what you guys think. And if you like the video, feel free to give me a tip. Hit that thanks button so that I can keep doing these and pay my power bill. Anyway, thanks for watching, and you'll see me tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.